Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new episode of Yachts What. Today we're going to be checking out the Shadow 900 Spyder. Who better than to give us a tour than the man himself, the CEO of BRABUS, Constantine.
Just like the Shadow 900 Black Ops, this is powered by a 2x 450 horsepower outboards by Mercury. And so it's got 900 horsepower. No roof, that's why it's named Spyder. It can fit absolutely safely, it can fit 8 people, but you can fit 10 to 12 people on the boat. Cruising speed, 50 knots, easy cruising speed. In the car industry, we say at BRABUS, we say one hand driving, 360 kilometers an hour. In a BRABUS 900, this is exactly what I mean. Now, what I mean by that is you can go 50 knots or 52, 53, 55 knots, and it feels absolutely safe. The boat is super steady in the water. As I like to say, it cuts through water like a knife through warm butter. You will feel absolutely in normal weather. You feel no vibrations. You can go straight into a turn from that kind of speed, and it's absolutely no problem. Top speed of the boat is over 60 knots. Maximum we reached at the sea trials in Helsinki, that you also mentioned, was I think 63 point something. I think we reached 64 knots at one point.
Yeah, we did.
But that's the maximum. By the way, that's an increase of over 10 knots over its predecessor, the Shadow 800. We have worked a lot in between Axopar and BRABUS with our design team to improve both the stability of the hull and the efficiency of the hull. It's got more power and it is more efficient. In the most optimum ref range, it's consuming up to 25% less fuel than the predecessor hull, while having a 200 horsepower power differential to the Axopar 37 Suntops. You will find this has the sunbed in the back, and of course, just as we've seen in the last video, this has the carbon fiber elements from the Shadow 900 Black Ops, as well as all the BRABUS decals and signages, and of course, which is I think is very cool. We styled it in a way so that you can see the fusion camo pattern on the outside, but you can also see it on the inside. So this opens up.
Look at that.
So this opens up.
C-Bob.
We had a customer who wanted C-Bobs, so we just decided to do a custom C-Bob to come along with this boat. Looks quite nice, but it's just an example of what we can fit inside. You know, we have done, which is something interesting we can look at later. We've just presented also today here at Boat 2020 a custom water sports apparel and water sports toys collection together with Joby.
Yep.
It's simply called BRABUS X Joby, and we have a few things, just like a paddleboard, an island you can pull behind a boat, beautiful safety vests, body warmers, and things like that here, which are going to go into the market probably at around May. So again, sunbed in the back, storage underneath, 7 seats, which can be, the first seat row can be turned to offer, to give you a scenario where you can actually sit down and have a lunch or a dinner with 7 people. Very, very nice, completely new seats. So in comparison to the predecessor model, the old model, the Shadow 800, this has completely new seats, which also have the carbon fiber seat backs as an option, and our custom BRABUS Marine stitching pattern, which looks like little squares, but actually isn't little squares. It's little waves if you look at it in detail. Custom S-Tech flooring with a few nice little details. And then we get to the main part, which is the helm, where you, if you're the driver, you spend the most time. First of all, completely new glass pane, a better seating position, completely different arrangement at the helm. You recognize it as a BRABUS Shadow, but still it's developed such a big step forward from 2 years ago. For example, now as you can see, or you can feel, the floor, it's all one plain area. There's no edges, no steps inside of it. The only step you take down is you go down at the helm to get more wind protection.
All right, cool. Okay guys, I'm delighted to announce that today's video has been sponsored by Aquabanas. Now I'm joined by Mark Anastasia. He is the founder of Aquabanas, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the products that they have on offer. Mark, welcome to the channel.
Cool, thank you very much.
Thank you for sponsoring the Super Yacht Captain YouTube channel.
Well,
much appreciated.
Awesome. I appreciate that as well.
Tell us about what it is that Aquabanas have on offer, the products you have, and what makes you different from the other inflatable companies.
Okay, cool. All right, well, basically, I've been doing commercial inflatables about 28 years. I've got a lot of experience, a lot of background on doing this. And I came up with a concept about 8 months ago of doing something on the water that hadn't been done before. And what we're trying to do, and as we say in our catalog, is we're redefining water entertainment. And what we're doing is making an inflatable that everybody can get on. It's not just the 30 years old guys and girls that are physically able to jump up onto an inflatable. This is made for 50, 60, 70-year-olds that can just come in here, get on this inflatable, drink, party, have lunch, have a great time all day long. So what we did was we decided to create something cool and special. We've got this deck, which is made out of a drop stitch material, non-slip surface, so people don't slip and fall on it. We've got a beer cooler built in. So basically, right here, you can put a day's worth of your favorite beverages, and if you run out, go ahead and get more. It's all good. Then, to make it even better, we've got a speaker up here that you can buy separately, and it's your favorite Bluetooth sounds are going on that. And then what we found out is in the daytime, suddenly night comes along, so we put a light on here so that while you're sitting here, you can go ahead and just keep on partying into the evening. The cool thing about it is that we've got a table here, same thing as like a stand-up paddleboard, inflatable stand-up paddleboard. That's what this table is made out of. It's absolutely rock solid. You can dance on it, you can have a lot of fun on it. More importantly, you can have lunch, you can have drinks, you can have a great time. Down here, we've got a netted footwell. This is where it's really cool because your feet are dangling in the water when you're on this. So you don't want jellyfish to come up and sting you, so obviously that stops that. But also if you drop your keys or if you drop your cell phone, that's easy to get hold of. And if a kid falls through, then they don't go up underneath of it. You can grab the kid, pull them back up. So it's very much of a safety thing. And that's kind of the feature of it.
Perfect. Guys, if you're interested in any of the products that AWOL banners have on offer, I put all the links in the description below, so go and check them out. They've got dealers in Europe and dealers in the North Americas and South America and Asia. So they're a global company. Yep. Go and check it out. We've been looking at all the products they have on offer online, and it's brilliant. They've taken it really to the next step. Mark, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so
really
much, Tristan. I appreciate
it.
And look forward to working with you guys for years to come. Man.
Thank you. Thanks again,
awesome.
Guys.
Cool.
Go and check them out.
Thank you very much. Cool.
And then you have this beautiful carbon fiber covered dashboard. Of course, the main attraction is the center console that is completely digitized. It is several displays integrated into a very, very nice looking flat glass pane that even cuts across the door to the front cabin. So even, this is how we open the door to the front cabin, and but when it's closed, you're not interested in the fact that there's a cabin. You want one big display as a driver, and we wanted to utilize this space to give the driver more options where to put his info, such as the sound system, displaying the speed, while having plotter and a multifunctional display on the other side. A very nice integrated steering wheel. What that means is the center part stays the same, the inside part, while the outside part is turning. That gives you nice, safe buttons to push, just like the volume control. You can operate the engines and the bow thruster from here inside the harbor, which makes it easy to drive the boat. All right, let's take a look at the front, because there's one detail I need to show you, which is completely new. Okay. And that is our absolutely gorgeous gull wing doors. It is a feature I have never seen on any boat, and it's a feature inspired by Mercedes-Benz 300 SL from the 1950s. The story is simple. Janne, the brain behind a lot of Axopar products, he came to Bottrop, and I think he saw it at the Frankfurt IAA car show. The 300 SL with the gull wing doors said, can we do this in a boat? Is it possible to do gull wing doors in a boat? Has anybody ever done gull wing doors in a boat? As far as I know, it hasn't happened. And what it does is extremely valuable to the concept of the boat, because it connects the front cabin. It opens up the front cabin, both on the sides and on the top, and it connects the interior to the outside. The way they open is very simple. I'll do it quickly. And it's seamless. So now you have a full-grown space to sit inside, and yet you get fresh air, you get sunlight in. It's easy to access from here. We've got steps leading down and steps leading up on the other side. And it's, you get to choose whether you want to go in and out here, or you want to go in and out through the front cabin door at the helm. And of course, it looks stunning. Another seating area in the front, which is nice, with a little table integrated, which you can lower or store it, depending on how you want to use the boat. And of course, standard on all BRABUS Shadow products, black railing, black cleats. Climbing into the main cabin, we have a lot of things in here. We've got a beautiful bed for 2 people with an Alcantara covered mattress. We have, of course, lots of BRABUS fine leather everywhere in the before mentioned BRABUS Shadow specific stitching pattern.
Yep.
We have an option to fit a TV screen where the mirror is now, so you can have a full media set in the boat. You've got a toilet under here, which is necessary on a boat of this size, I think. And of course, you get to wash your hands. There's lots of storage space. The floor is covered in BRABUS fine leather as well, which is very important to us because that's exactly how it is in our cars. And you have steps that lead outside. When the gullwing doors are open, you can easily store them away so that you have more space on the mattress. One more interesting detail that we took straight from the cars is what we call BRABUS touch control panel. There's a bus system installed in the boat that lets you, if you look around the corner, that lets you control and it's a display instead of a lever or a switch that lets you control the lighting. Overall, as I said, the boat was a sensation for us as well. It was something that we didn't see it coming until we sat on the boat in Helsinki and saw it the way it was displayed as a prototype, and we were all fascinated by the possibility of having an open boat. And so that's how we got here. We're going to be at the boat 2020 for the whole next week.
Okay, yep.
And they can also go online. It's brabus.com. You'll find everything that you want to know about the supercars. You'll also find a link to brabusmarine.com, which has all the info about our super boats.
Yes.
And of course, for the social media savvy among you guys, there's Instagram. We are present on several channels. One is at the official BRABUS. That's our main channel. That's our main brand channel. Then we have at BRABUS USA. That's the America specific channel, also quite a large channel by now. And myself, I do a bit of behind the scenes stuff now and then about the brand, about how we work, where we are, what we do at Constantine, spelled with a C, _ BRABUS. How did I get to my position that I'm in? I sometimes ask myself that.
Yeah.
No, seriously, the company was founded in 1977 by my father, Boot Buschmann. The way it happened, I think, was my grandfather was a car salesman, started selling, everything that had wheels after the war. 1 wheel, 2 wheel, 3 wheel, no wheels.
Yeah.
And my father started working there as a salesman when he was young, and he was into customizing cars, and he noticed that there was a demand for that. Back then, there wasn't what we today call the mega trend of individualization. But he discovered that they wanted to change black out their chrome parts, lower the car, have different rims on the car, have a different steering wheel, all those little things. And finally, he opened up his own company, and that was the start of BRABUS. That was over 40 years ago. You know what really surprised us? It is that we know that there are a lot of BRABUS fans that love our products, and we try to do our best to surprise them anew every single year. What I was absolutely floored by the resonance that we've had with our boat program, or the 3 boat models that we've now put out in the last 2 years, because I did not believe it would be so easy to transfer with the brand from one product category to the next. But then I think what made it, I'm constantly wondering about, what is it that makes it work? I'm thinking that it is the fact that we have joined forces with Axopar, who are the best possible partners in the industry, producing hundreds of boats every year. So they've got the volume and the quality to go along with it. And jointly, we have developed something that isn't just sticker tuning, where you put a brand on a brand sticker on a product and try to sell it to people who are stupid. Yeah. But it's actually a genuine and that's we've done a walkthrough in the BRABUS Shadow 900 Black Ops together. It's a genuine product that took 2 years to develop, and that is absolutely completely different than the Axopar 37 Suntop. Has a lot of features that, if you know our supercars, then they're coming straight from the car world. Yeah. The level of attention to detail, the level of quality, the interior materials, the carbon fiber, the elements like the 4-color RGB entrance sills, as an example, or the running boards, or the carbon fiber. It's all coming straight from the car world. And when you go aboard one of those boats, you see that level of detail that it took a long time to develop. It's a real thing. That's why I think it happened that by now we're being perceived as boat manufacturer as well.
Again, congratulations, and thank you so much for
thank you.
the amazing tour on this amazing Shadow 900 Spyder.
Thank you for coming. Absolutely.
Cheers, guys.